Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. So we are about to embark on this mission with Kate in the #1 spot, Mathis 2.0. Actually, Mathis will be in the #1 spot because he'll be using point blank shot followed by duelist advance. Dog in the #3 spot, and then our newly spec'd occultist in the #4 slot. He's decked out with some stuff. I know this is not, this is suboptimal play to not worry that much about the trinkets that are actually happening here, but I'm gonna worry not too much about the trinkets that are happening here. As long as everybody's got something, then that is fine by me. I actually like having Mathis with a little bit of extra speed to make sure that he can go first. In fact, I might get rid of his dodge stone and put on that speed bracer. Was it a speed dark bracer? No. Quick draw, yeah. Give him quick draw so he has lower speed later, so he'll go last, but he'll almost always open a round. And if he opens a round with point blank shot, like his speed is 6. Oh, but in the first round it'll be higher. Okay. So his speed will be so high that he'll probably open every round. He'll be able to get a point-blank shot, bam, kill a unit, get pushed back one, and then he can use duelist advance to move back up to the front, but he'll be slower in the future. Anyway, sure, we've done this, basically. Everybody's got some equipment, and we're doing... This is a medium mission, and it's on... Wait a minute. It's a medium mission, and it's on the Warrens. We do need deeds, but we don't have people that I'd like to send out on this mission yet, so we're gonna do this one. Now, because we have Bear as our occultist, well, I should say because we have Bear as our healer, I'm actually gonna take a lot of bandages. I might take like 6 of those and no anti-venom, because his heal is not that reliable. Let's put it this way, if he heals for 8, but he does 2 points of bleed for 3 turns, then that's only a 2 heal overall. So we really need to have these to kind of hedge our bets and make him maybe as viable as the vessel is for healing. But also we're going to throw in 16 food, which has been consistently where we want to be. We're not rolling that many sun cloaks, so I think we can get away with 12 torches on a medium mission, and we'll take 2 shovels, and we'll take some anti-venom. Probably 1 anti-venom is fine. I like rolling like this because I don't like to... Our skeleton key ends up being useful often, but we sometimes end up picking one up anyway, and beyond that, it takes up an inventory spot until we get to use it, and that could take forever. So let's embark on this mission. I'm assuming this is going to be a relatively simple one. We'll see, though. It's the first time I'm rolling this kind of party. Now, instead of putting... Oh, this is a weird one. Explore 90% of rooms. Actually, we can just do like Mario Kart style and go all the way around, and we'll probably be able to finish like right here. Like, oh, like there. We could have rolled Bear with the speed charm so that he could throw a mark down first, but I'm assuming, you know, his speed is 5, Bounty Hunter's speed is 4, so he should be alright here. Why is your damage debuffed? Minus 8%? Oh, because of the wounding helmet, which gives you better stun and bleed. I don't really use the stun attack. Whatever. We don't need to worry about it. Okay, let's get a start here. Mathis, you're going to be the party leader temporarily while you're in the front here. We'll be watching out for traps along the ground. We're going to be a little bit more conservative about our torch usage than we previously were on the last mission, because that was us trying to make sure we got the best possible use out of our sun cloaks. I don't know if we have any sun cloaks on this mission, but we certainly don't have you know, one unit that is pretty much dependent on there being good light. What is this thing? That looks like something an occultist might like. Eldritch Altar, a weird and unnatural statuette that appears to be an item of unholy worship. The altar pulses with a mystical energy. Bear gets hard-skinned. That seems good. Plus 5% protection. I'm glad you showed up to work today, Bear. Now, I'm not going to use a torch necessarily yet, because we, I mean, I guess we would benefit from scouting, but we know that there's no combat in that room. So we'll just try to keep ourselves above 50% for now. I'm not too worried about surprises. Mathis does get inflicted by bleed. Well, we took 16 bandages, so, you know, this is this is one of the reasons why. No combat to finish this off, and we don't know if there's combat in here, so I'm going to burn 2 torches just to keep us high. I know that a lot of people are doing like super high loot runs with no torches. I don't necessarily love the idea of doing that because I don't trust myself, but you do get better value from the loot, of course. So our plan worked pretty much accordingly. Mathis got to go first with a point-blank shot, did some damage. We'll throw out a vulnerability hex that might actually make it conceivable to kill our... oh, it debuffed them perfectly, too. They get lower dodge. Might actually make it conceivable to kill this large corpse eater on this turn with collect bounty. Close. Certainly on the next turn. Like, their days are numbered right now. Now, we could do a Barbaric Yacht, but I think that's a bad decision. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do Iron Swan at the unit at the back, because this guy's done anyway. If we can get a little bit of damage done to our hulking Swine Tower in advance. Oh, that is nasty! I'm not even sure if I'm happy or what, but man, that is some dirty shit right there. So she's gonna Iron Swan. Okay, so we're gonna throw out a Vulnerability Hex on this guy. Lucky crit, a little bit of stress relief maybe. I did that because I'm assuming that our Hellion will be able to Iron Swan the large Corpse Eater to death, and then our Bounty Hunter will be able to focus on the hulking Swine Tar instead. So we'll use a Duelist Advance to push up. Just 95% stun resist, so we're not throwing out anything but that here. Crunching backhand. Don't push me back. Don't push me back. Don't push me back. Okay, good. Now, we probably at this point have got to start thinking about using Bear's Heal, which we did not take, but we can respec it after this mission. No, we have it. It's just it's in the #1 spot, which is unusual. He resisted the bleed, got healed for 1. That's fucking terrible. I hate it. But we've pretty much got the kill here. I just hope that our Bounty Hunter, or maybe not even necessarily our Bounty Hunter. Yeah, we all got to go there in time. That was nasty. We probably don't even want this Youth Chalice, honestly, but that was nasty. Hopefully that's like the most difficult room that we end up encountering in combat terms for a while here. We do have some scouting. Hopefully that sees these ones over here. So we have a long time to go before we end up encountering combat again, which is nice. Bear's got a 50% trap resist. Dog has 60. Kate has 50. Mathis has 60. So probably we'll be having Dog handle this for now. I am playing a little bit conservatively here because we're high on stress and we're relatively low on HP. I just walked into that trap. That's on me. No combat here, so this is fine. Wait, was that on me? I think I did see that trap. If so, that is on me. Just keep it up here. Maybe ignore the Eldritch Scrawls is maybe my suggestion there. I know it might help Bear, but this is me playing conservatively, basically. We might even have to do an early camp here. I really think that's like the biggest piece of strategy that you have control over. Outside of the RNG, and of course outside of the fact that you get to choose your skills and spec them and stuff like that. This could be good. On Yielding. Plus 10% death blow resist. Well, if it keeps him alive, that's fine by me, even if it's not, you know, meaningful for the period in advance of it. So it doesn't look like we'll have any combat here. Probably pretty lucky for us. And maybe combat here. No. Okay. Good. Scouting again. I do relish the thought of camping at our last kind of available opportunity, because I'm assuming that one of our last rooms will be the most difficult. Why would you look at this pile of corpses and touch it? Like, what are you thinking? Some of this meat looks edible. We got 6 food and 1,000 gold. You know what, Mathis? You're not as bad of a guy as I'd previously made you out to be here. We're definitely going to have combat in our next room, and it's definitely going to have treasure in it. I'm almost thinking that maybe we should just go up this way and go around this room and save this one for the end. I'm going to try that because it's a little novel. So be ready for this trap here. We're going to eat. That'll heal us a little bit. No stress relief, unfortunately. We're going to have Dog tackle that. He sucks. He is bleeding, but that's why we took 6 bandages. It's looking like 6 might be a little bit overkill here, but that's okay. Mathis's stress is bumming me out, but if we can get around... I do want the treasure, but if we can get around this room... Just get our light up here. If we can get around this big room, then that's okay. This shouldn't be too bad. Like, this... I don't even want to use a point-blank shot here, because we can just Wicked Slice the shit out of one of them, but I guess I'd rather have the nearly guaranteed kill, and it actually ended up completely messing it up, so we're lucky we didn't just go for Wicked Slice there, I think. She resisted the Blight, which I appreciate a great deal. I think, honestly, we might go for some heals here to give us a little bit more survival chance here. A heal for 10 on Mathis there is an extraordinary pickup. Howl is going to up our stress, and Mathis is getting to the point where I would consider, you know, worrying about him breaking. You know, probably being eaten by that weird pharyngeal set of jaws is not going to help, if I had to guess. Stun resist on that ghoul is 70. So I think we just, we take the easy way out. Go for the kill on the Corpse Eater.
Give them no quarter.
What's the Blight? It's not that bad. Barbaric Yop. I think we're better off just going for the Chop. We missed, but better than getting the debuff anyway. Maybe. Now that we have this unit in range of our attack, well, you know, I think we collect bounty first, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I'd prefer for Bear to go first so he can mark a unit here, but so be it. Skull Toss is probably going to hurt. Yeah, and it gave us extra stress. We are coming to the point where we're going to need to camp soon. I don't think there's any question about that. So we are going to have to use our heal, I think. Good, that's pretty solid. It, you know, pretty much ignores the Skull Toss out of that. Now we can focus stuns on this guy if we want to. He's going to definitely take the anti-venom. But we're going to start with just a Duelist Advance that at least puts us in a position where we can use a point-blank shot next turn. Skull Toss hurts, man. Ugh, and the stress from that is out of control. But, let's forego the heal. That's such a good crit. Get a little bit of stress relief out of it and make our Bounty Hunter much more effective. Plus it debuffed him. We only did 13 on that, which is pretty much, I mean, it's on the low end of what we can actually hope to do there. And this guy might not die on this turn. I might throw out a Barbaric Yop just for the 30% chance to actually stun him. And it worked, so that's pretty lucky. He's probably going to come off here because he's got high speed. And we've got to kill him this turn. And it's going to happen. Bear gets to go next. I'm going to go for the heal, even though it's risky because it means... Oh, great heal, though. But it's risky because it means we have to land the shot. And we did. Okay. If we didn't, then it wouldn't have been worth doing. But sure, okay. We picked up a skeleton key here, which actually makes me want to go to the treasure room. We'll talk about it. We might have combat in this next room coming up. And if so, we'll definitely take the opportunity to camp. I don't care. Open this up. If there's combat in this room, we're going to have to camp. We might as well do our treasure room. There might be more than one, by the way. But we might as well do our treasure room after we camp. So we got very lucky to surprise the units here. We pretty much have our pick of the litter. Are pigs called a litter when they're born? Maybe, maybe not. But we have a choice, basically, in who we can deal with here. And I think... Admittedly, you know, we could throw out, like, a stun on somebody here, but I think we're better off just trying to get a kill on the Swine Gorer as soon as possible, and maybe we can get the spawn out of this first. But I think we should also maybe focus on, Oh, you dodged it? Even though I upgraded it? That's so shitty. Dodging that vulnerability curse means we definitely should have gone for a heal first, but whatever. Ball and chain. I don't think that'll move him because he's at the back. Maybe it would have moved him anyway. Drums of Debilitation missed, so we won't get hit by a debuff there. No units are marked, which fucking sucks. 70, 45, 45. We're going to try to stun the unit that hasn't attacked yet. Because I really doubt we would have gotten the kill on that guy at the front. There goes his stun. Okay. So Bear this time is definitely going to throw out a vulnerability hex on this guy. And what that means is that, assuming he did get marked, he resisted the debuff. But now we can focus our attacks on other units because our Bounty Hunter is pretty much guaranteed to kill this guy. So, yeah, we got to chop in on that guy. This is going pretty well.
A faint hope blossoms.
Drums of Doom is really bad for our stress, but, oh, man, we dodged all of it. That's crazy talk. All right. We could weaken somebody, but I think we're better off just going for the heal. I'm going to have Bear heal himself. He resisted the bleed, healed for 10. That's pretty good. We've gotten good dice rolls on that heal. And really good dice rolls on the resist, too, honestly. Like, that has made it a lot easier for us to make this happen. Bounty Hunter is going to go for the kill. Oh, you suck. You're the worst. And point-blank shot will finish the job then. That could have finished the entire interaction, but instead, we had to do it this way. So I'm going to have Bear go for the heal again. Resisted the bleed, healed for 7. That's acceptable. This guy's only recourse is going to be to do stress damage to us, and he didn't even get a chance to do that. So that's pretty good. Ah, okay. A move stone. May or may want it at some point. This is already unlocked, so I'm not going to waste our skeleton key. The contents are ours. All right, let's camp here, free up some inventory space, go to our treasure room, which I'm assuming is going to be our most difficult combat that's left in the game. And presumably we'll get some treasure out of that as well, is basically what I'm trying to say. We're going to eat 10 food. It frees up an inventory space. Good HP, a lot lower stress. But we gotta do something about our stress here. Like, dog needs to be de-stressed. Gallows humor. 70% chance reduce stress by 20, 25% chance increase stress by 10. Oh man, bad luck, but the unit that needed the stress relief the most did get it. And now everybody's a little bit more balanced. We could also reduce, like, his stress by 20. by 25 to increase everybody else's by 5, which is actually... Oh, I did it on him? I didn't mean to do it on... I didn't realize it was only on himself. I didn't realize that because I would have loved to have healed his stress a little bit. Self only increased stress by 15. This is not going the way that I intended it. I think we have to give stress relief to the bounty hunter now, Dog, because I'm an idiot and I made a mistake, but that's okay. Do we still have the ability to sharpen our spear? We do, so we might get hit by an ambush in the night here. Truth be told, I'm not that worried about it because I already don't have my party oriented properly. I have Kate 3.0 at the front, so she should not be there. Maybe it would have moved her back into the proper position. So we didn't really make ourselves that much better, but we're going to go on with this anyway. And this, I'm assuming the treasure room has the greatest reward and as such should have the greatest combat as well. Got 3 torches left still. Should be enough. We might get a little low on light as we get a little further along. Alright, so Hulking Swinetar is a pain in the ass, but Mathis gets to go first. 10 damage is something. It's not a lot, but it's something. And then we'll throw a vulnerability hex on him as well. The crit will help us out with a little bit of stress relief, which I'm assuming is going to be useful because we're dealing with the Cultist Enchantress at the back. We have enough bandages to not have to worry about bleed. Even though it's annoying, this is still good. So we'll use Collect Bounty. Get as much damage done as possible. Good stuff. Stressful Incantation. We have huge stress resist on him, so the fact that it does 5 stress doesn't bother me at all. She's going to have her bleed heal up here, and we could go for the attack on the Hulking Swinetar, or we could go for like a holy, or not a holy lance, but an Iron Swan on the unit at the back, or we could go for a breakthrough, which would only hit 2 units. I'm gonna try to hit the Hulking Swinetar. Okay, that's a good thing. In a way, it's a bad thing because we killed the unit that our bounty hunter could have hit with the mark anyway. But I'm mostly just glad it's dead because I hate it. So we want to probably throw out a stun here, is my thinking. Prevent any extra stress damage and make this unit a lot easier to attack. She's going to obviously use another bandage. And then we'll throw out a Wicked Hack that will be on the unstunned unit and hopefully give us a chance to take out them on this turn accordingly. It's an interesting situation. I think we're going to go for the heal. She resisted the bleed, thankfully. She only got healed for 1. She's had some tough luck here. That's alright, though. Ruko, what's up, buddy? You mad? How's it going?
A devastating blow.
You got a problem? I'm just playing Darkest Dungeon. Cat, you're alright. Eldritch Push does so little damage, it doesn't really bother me, because this fight is over anyway. Which is why I'm actually going to take a little bit more time just going for the heal. Really, it's 2 shitty dice rolls, but it happens. That didn't even finish it. Might be a good thing, I don't know. Let's go for Barbaric Yop to hopefully get the stun, which will give us, obviously, a debuff temporarily, but it'll also give us an extra turn. Assuming we can have Bear go before Mathis. Which he does. Because Mathis, he basically has no choice but to kill the unit, so... Well, I guess Kate 3.0 had pretty much exactly the same choice. We use Duelist Advance just so I don't forget to put him in the front, and... Relatively good, all things considered. We have a skeleton key, so we might as well try it here. That time it worked. And we can still hold everything. I'm kind of surprised. So I'm assuming we have 2 more rooms to go to. This room has no combat. This room has a little combat. I think we can afford to do the combat, honestly. Our health and stress are actually, like, better than they were before we came into that room, so... Is that the sparkle of coin I see? That's kind of how Bear Taffy actually sounds if you watch Roundtable. So we can't hold the Jade.
To the brave and the foolhardy alike.
It's not worth that much, but there's not much we can get rid of to make it happen. I almost... You know what? Let's get rid of the anti-venom. No. Kate can just eat a little bit of food. We only had 1 food left in that stack anyway. We could have probably gotten rid of torches. We could have gotten rid of a couple of things to make it happen, but... I do want to be better safe than sorry. Now, is that a treasure room up in the top right? It's not. So we did get the treasure room, the only one that's available on the map. Don't touch those knives, please. And we might as well, because we've got a little bit of a surplus of torches, might as well crank them up as high as we can go. And because this will almost certainly be our last room, we might as well eat as well. Free up a little bit more inventory space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can anyone... Yeah, there you go. Just get that food out of your inventory, basically. We could probably get rid of the shovels as well, but let's wait until we absolutely have to in order to make that happen. Okay, this is not so bad. Again, I love the idea that Mathis always gets to open with this, even if he misses, and makes me regret even having him on my party to begin with. You're here too now, Tomo? What's the problem? Don't jump up here and ruin this for me. I swear, you stop the recording. I'd be real mad. Resisted the debuff. That doesn't really matter to me. But I do assume that the large corpse eater is the real threat here. Good thing we didn't get rid of our anti-venom, right? So let's collect the bounty here. Probably that large corpse eater does not have another turn left in it. What's its stun? Oh, there we go. Cat almost stopped the recording. Stun resist is 95, so we'd probably rather do an Iron Swan for a % chance for a kill, or just a Wicked Hack to make sure this unit dies next turn. Yeah, it's going to be hard for this Corpse Eater to survive next turn. Tentacle Devour. That didn't do very much damage at all. Man, you kind of suck. No offense or anything along those lines, of course, but still, you know, work on that, buddy. It's looking like this mission is going to be a success, and I can't say I'm super surprised. I mean, it was just a regular medium mission. For Bear, I almost like the idea of throwing out, like, something he hasn't done yet. Like an Abyssal Artillery. He's got... There's no reason to put vulnerability on units that are going to die in a hit or two anyway, I think. Mathis... Did he already go this turn? I can't remember. We have a small chance to get a kill there, and we actually did. Debuffed ourselves a little bit in the process, but that's okay. We have no anti-venom, so we're just going to move Mathis up to the front, where even though we missed, a point-blank shot will be able to finish the job here, almost certainly. Yeah, vomit on the unit that has incredibly high stress resist anyway. Classic strat. Let me know how that works out for you. Pretty much no way of surviving this one. For you, that is. Vulnerability Hex might get the job done. Sometimes it does. We'll just go for the easy attack, even though it might have even had a lower chance to hit. And that should be the end of the mission, I think. Yeah, there we go. Might as well try to eat the food, see what we get. Everything has been eaten already, but apart from that, we're going to click and exit. And hopefully nobody levels up too high here. We'll just click next. I don't really care what kind of heirlooms we get. We'll sort that stuff out once we get in town. Kate didn't hit level 4? She's so close. Anyway, plus 6 XP. Dark Temptation, I don't like it. But light above 75%, you get much better stress resist. Okay. Minus 5% resist affliction, but plus 3% crit. That's alright. I mean, it's... I think it's actually probably very good. But we're getting a lot of hope here. Like, we got 30,000 gold in the bank. That's pretty absurd. I mean, not she, but the narrator just said it. But yeah, like, there's a lot of hope going on in my mind right now. Which is great. Now we have, like, a dedicated C team. Vernon, Jack Sparrow, Florence, and Garin. We might actually find ourselves unable to do level 1 missions soon as a result of this, which is a little scary, but... because, like, we're going to have Jack Sparrow hit level 3 soon, because I've been using him, I guess, a little bit more often, but... That's okay. What do we have in our stagecoach? Gotta use our Jester a little bit more, too. Okay, step 1. Who needs stress relief? Florence was at 30, Mathis 2.0. 39. Mathis needs some stress relief. Will not pray, so he's going to end up going to the bar. That's pretty much my standard way of dealing with that. Kate is at 27. A little overkill to send her to the bar right now. Dog, 31. That's like right at the borderline of what I would consider necessary, but because we got extra money, I think it's okay. Now with 28,000 gold, we really need some, I want to upgrade our blacksmith, which we need deeds for. So we're going to hope that there is a deed mission on... Yeah, there's a level 1 deed mission. That only gives us 6, though. That one only gives us 4, but it does give us maybe a decent vessel item. But we'll do like an A-team mission, which I'm assuming is going to be... Or not A-team, sorry, a C-team mission, which I'm assuming is going to be very short. That'll be Vernon, Florence, Jack Sparrow, and I guess we have to send Garin here now, who has never done anything. So before we do that, just to be on the safe side, we should at least throw Vernon in here. He's pretty bad. And we'll upgrade the skills that we actually use on him, which is Smite, Zealous, Stunning, Holy Lance. Smite, Zealous, Stunning, Holy Lance. Pretty much what I use on all these units. And we'll also take the opportunity to throw him into the blacksmith area. I just want to do this right now so I don't forget. And we'll upgrade him as is appropriate, and then we'll come back to our guild, and we'll throw Florence on here, and we'll use the skills that she actually uses. I think Party Heal is like a second-tier ability that we can hold off on, only situationally useful. We use the other ones way more often. Give her a little bit more of a bonus there. Then we'll throw Captain Yak Sparrow in here, and he needs the upgrades as well. We're going to be rolling these 4, and we're doing so well financially lately that I'm feeling very good about this. Considering it's only going to be a medium mission, we can totally set this up properly. And, oh, actually, Garin has done, like, 1 mission here. What am I actually rolling with you? It's been so long since I used a Grave Robber. I guess we're just going to roll with the basic skills, and that means we'll upgrade them. Probably didn't need to upgrade Throne Dagger, considering I barely even use that, but whatever. And then we'll get a little bit of a bonus there. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. We'll open the next episode by christening Vernon and Garin, I guess, in order to give them some names that are a little bit more appropriate. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you next time.